Expensive gas, decreased purchasing power, inflation, recession. If you've been bombarded by these terms, you probably feel uneasy. How much faith can I put in the US economy? Are my savings secure? What happens if the dollar crashes? If a recession is truly just around the corner, you must be prepared to not only survive the coming economic storm, but also to come out of it profitable. Today, I'll give you the blueprint to preparing for a recession in just 5 minutes. Hey, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if this sounds like valuable information to you. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Recessions and economic developments are cyclical. In the future, there will always be another recession. Consequently, planning for a recession is part of being an adult. In fact, during an average person's lifetime, there are 4 to 5 opportunities of economic crisis, which, if prepared for, can lead to massive wealth accumulation. Recession is just around the corner and warning signs are abundant. When you see headlines dominated by dollar crisis, rampant inflation, the Great Resignation, and the rumblings of mass layoffs among the nation's smaller companies, a full-blown recession is right around the corner. Once it starts, it lasts for at least 6 months, if not several years. So if you want to prepare yourself for a recession, here is your 5-step income blueprint to both survive and come out on top. I highly encourage you to grab a notebook and pen, as you won't want to miss out on these valuable tips to take advantage of what can either be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for some or financial death for others. So without further ado, let's get into number 5. At number 5, you'll want to develop several income sources. Now, during a recession, job security is never a given. Your firm could begin laying off employees without warning or fire more employees than normal. My recommendation is to 1, make yourself indispensable, and 2, find numerous income sources. To make yourself indispensable, take steps such as positioning yourself for opportunities higher up in the corporate ladder, acquiring additional certifications, and standing out with exemplary work. Make yourself indispensable by bucking the quiet quitting trend, where you quit the idea of going above and beyond. Excel in your job, and I guarantee it will make it that much harder for your employee to fire you compared to your peers who may have adopted the quiet quitting mentality. Next, I recommend finding numerous income sources. Either look for alternate forms of work such as a per diem or part-time job, or look to start your own business. Do you excel in any one thing? Perhaps you have an artistic eye. Consider blogging or even creating art that you can resell. Perhaps you're a genius marketer. If you consider yourself an expert in any content area, create an online course and market it on social media. In the next few weeks, consider strongly how you can diversify your income streams, because I don't want any of you stuck without an income when a major recession hits. At number 4, you'll want to limit your spending. Once you budget your income and expenses, you should identify areas where you can save money. Start with your non-essential purchases. To survive, you must pay your rent or mortgage, auto insurance, and food bill. Your groceries and utilities are vital costs. However, dining out, vacations, and cable, everything you may consider a luxury or a lifestyle item, are unnecessary expenditures. Now, most financial experts recommend spending 30% of your net income on non-essential items. If you can find a way to potentially reduce your spending in this category, even by, $100, $200 per month, you'll set yourself up to put more into your savings or emergency fund. At number 3, you should strive to be debt-free. You should prioritize paying off your credit card debt first when a recession is around the corner, as missed payments accumulate very quickly with high interest rates. I can't stress this enough. It is important to pay off some bills such as mortgages, but you should strive to be as debt-free as possible, starting with your credit card debt first. If you currently have solid, secure employment, continue paying extra on your debt and rolling the debt snowball as you have been. Being debt-free will provide an amazing sense of liberty and stability. And when you're not spending most of your income on debt payments, things like increasing food costs or a stock market decline won't hurt you as much. Now, some of you may be unfortunately facing unemployment or in a position of poor job security. If that describes you, you may suspend your debt snowball. First, cover your 4 basic walls: food, utilities, housing, and transportation. Stop making additional payments toward your debt, but continue to make the minimum payments so your debt doesn't fall into default. At number 2, you'll want to make a monthly budget. Recessions frequently rust people's confidence in the economy, resulting in poor job security or job loss. Preparing for these recession-induced catastrophes begins on a simple spreadsheet. If you're currently feeling concerned about the economy, the most critical move you can do is to become familiar with your monthly budget. You want your revenue to endure as long as possible during an emergency. Knowing how much money is leaving your wallet and where it's going might help you choose the optimal course of action for preparing for unemployment or any other disaster. List every financial association with whom you routinely conduct business and regularly pay a bill. Review your current cash balance, whether in a checking or savings account. Determine the categories in which you spend the most money. It's always a good idea to examine your monthly expenditures and determine which items are discretionary, services or goods you can do without, and which are essential. Even more crucial is creating a monthly budget to make sure you're living within your means and not overspending. Doing so when the economy is healthy might help set you up for success during tough economic times. Now, I've linked my favorite budget tool in the description below, and I guarantee it will streamline your budgeting process. If you don't have a budget yet, this tool includes expenses of every category and will help you brainstorm so that you can maximize your income sources and save for retirement. It's currently at a crazy discount for just a limited time, so make sure to check that out and streamline your budgeting now. Anyways, before we get to my top recommendation to prepare for a recession, please leave this video a like if you've gotten any value out of this video yet. Also, don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time to the channel. So coming in at number 1, you'll want to maximize your free cash and maintain an emergency fund. It is essential to create budgetary breathing room to increase your emergency money. According to a February 2022 Bankrate survey, 22% of Americans had more credit card debt than savings. Moreover, more than half, 58% of Americans surveyed by Bankrate in June are anxious about their emergency funds. A crisis fund is so critical because unemployment insurance often replaces just half of the income of unemployed people. According to the Department of Labor, the average weekly benefit hit $398.87 for the first quarter of 2022. In addition, unemployment benefits expire over time. The average duration of unemployment benefits in the United States is 26 weeks, with some states paying more and some less. Congress can expand the program as it did during the COVID pandemic. Still, with inflation being a major worry, an extension as generous as in the past may not be possible. According to financial experts, your emergency fund should cover at least 6 months of costs to function as a vital source of income. This may appear difficult, but do not underestimate the impact of tiny efforts. Over time, a critical savings habit may be developed by consistently depositing funds into a high-interest savings account. Even better, automate your contributions so that the procedure is carried out automatically. Anyways, I hope you got some value out of this video. Be sure to comment below how you are prepping for a recession. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.